We last left you with PJ Delaney's second surgery, and now things get really exciting.
Very exciting, because now UF Health neurologists will calibrate his system to its most effective level.
We continue our series inside PJ's brain.
It's the official activation day, where PJ and Diane will learn about the different settings and programs his DBS system offers and how that will make his life easier. But you'll see it's a pretty exhausting process, and it's not as simple as just hitting an on switch. It's been a week since PJ's second surgery.
He's never taken one pain pill or one aspirin, not one.
You can see the excitement as they get ready to have everything fine-tuned. But finding the so-called sweet spot for his DBS system won't be quick and easy. Dr. Joseph Legacy explains the lead inserted in PJ's brain has 4 electrical contact points on it.
And what we do is we test out a threshold. So that means we're going to keep gradually increasing the stimulation one by one to each of those electrodes,
until they find what they call a therapeutic window, where he gets maximum benefits without side effects.
kind of like muscle pulling or numbness, tingling, some of the stuff you might have experienced in an operating room when they were testing out the contacts, kind of like we're going to do today.
But this time, it'll be much more in depth.
So we'll start with the lowest one, we'll gradually go up, and you let me know. We're just going to focus on the left side of your body.
This is what the next 3 hours looked like.
Doing okay?
So far, so good.
Okay, good.
With different levels of stimulation at different contact points, sometimes PJ felt discomfort.
The tingle.
Others, he felt nothing.
Just numbness.
He had PJ do physical tests.
All the way open and close as fast as you can go. So let me move it, and you're just relaxing.
And verbal tests.
You count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
And he had to do them all over again with each new level of stimulation.
What do you feel?
Tingling again.
His Parkinson's meds he took this morning are starting to wear off.
Sometimes your face might feel like the muscles contracting.
Yeah, there's no feeling over here. It's all over here.
After a few hours of this, you could probably imagine how exhausted he was, and it was hard for Diane to see him so uncomfortable.
How about your face?
My face, yeah, my mouth, I can't talk.
Try counting to 10 for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
But eventually, they find the optimal setting.
Open and close. That looks easier.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember Dr. Almeida? He was in the first operating room helping PJ through similar tests.
Each group of settings will have a specific letter, so A, B, C, and D.
B is dancing, C is golf, D is baseball.
Diane now learns how to work the system.
Oh, that's on, okay. And then we go to C, and we're going to go back to B, right?
She's a pretty quick learner.
You'll hear a beep there.
Look at you.
Right back on B.
On, okay, B.
Oh, we got it.
Of course, they couldn't leave without PJ asking the important questions about things he can and can't do with the system.
How about drinking a beer?
as long as it's in moderation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A beer, he didn't say a bourbon, okay? On the rocks.
That was my next question.
Take that one off your list.
You can tell now there's a weight lifted off both of them.
That just changes the channel.
Changes the channel.
That's easy.
You're my new flat screen.
But you can't change the channel at home just yet, because PJ's story is just getting started. The programs have been fine-tuned, and now both PJ and Diane will go home to experiment with the system and try to get the hang of it. So how much has it helped? That's what we ask PJ in our next story.
It looks like it's helping.
It's definitely helping. I don't want to give too much away about the end in case you didn't see the
Yeah.
special already, but you can tell just how resilient he is, even physically. His scar was
Right.
healing beautifully. It had been 6 days since his second surgery.
He's moving his hand really well.
And it's a lot of back and forth for them to Gainesville, back to Sarasota. And, you know, the second surgery was an outpatient procedure. That's
Right.
another trip back and forth. It's really tiring to not take one aspirin or one kind of over-the-counter pain reliever. None of the prescription meds they prescribed him for pain, nothing.
But he looks like he's in good spirits.
Absolutely, and it was hard to watch parts of that appointment because you could tell he was getting tired, and that's really exhausting because every contact point they test, every level they test, they say, okay, open and close your hand, turn it up and
Right.
down, you know, touch your nose, all these
Just a
things.
little monotonous after a
Yeah, and
while?
it's probably just, you know, you probably just want to get it calibrated and go home, but he never voiced that one time. I
Yeah.
mean, he's a trooper in every sense of the word, and so is Diane, and sat there by his side the whole time, and then they sent them out the door with a lot to look forward to.
So the final story tomorrow.
Final story tomorrow. Hard to believe it's already coming to an end. I'm kind of sad.
I know, 6-part series, incredible, this man's journey.
Yes, and we're going to keep you updated as he
And
continues
we may
to
have a
heal.
surprise later this week.
We might have a surprise later this week. Stay tuned.